You girls were awesome. Let's hear it again for the first grade girls. Okay, good. Okay, we have a number of people to thank, but first, before we thank Maritzila Shulman for amazing work on the piano here, unbelievable, and Mara Schaller for her work with these girls, before we get to that, I want to thank the many people who work behind the scenes to make an event like this possible, most specifically our Women's League. We have two co-chairs of this event, Mrs. Melanie Wegg and Mrs. Jessica Oppenheimer, and I'd like to call upon Mrs. Melanie Wegg to come on up to speak. And until she gets up here, I also want to thank the rest of her committee, Donnie Kupferman, Ariel Feldman, Jennifer Fistel, Libby Binkowitz, Nechama Aryeh, Sharon Glick, and Rachel Freeman and Rachel Falk for all of their work this morning and making sure they got here at 8 o'clock this morning, made this place beautiful. They came Friday. Awesome. Please listen to Mrs. Melanie Wegg.
Hi. This coming Shabbos is often referred to as Shabbos Shira, named for the reading of Shiras Hayam Az Yashir in Parshat Beshalach. After reading the 19 psukim of Az Yashir, we find an additional 2 psukim called Shirat Miriam. The psukim tell us that Miriam led the women with drums and with dancing. But what did they sing? Rambam tells us that Miriam and the women did not sing a separate song, but instead echoed Shirat Hayam, sung by Moshe and the men. The clear difference is, however, that when the women sang the Shira, they danced with drums. Some commentators point to the Gemara in Sota, where it says that Bnei Yisrael were taken out of Mitzrayim in the merit of that generation's Nashim Sidkaniyot, righteous women. Today we saw our first grade girls sing and dance as they received their first Siddur. It is our bracha to our beautiful first grade girls that you grow up to be Nashim Sidkaniyot and continue to use your Siddurim for many, many more years to come with the joy and enthusiasm that you had today.
The story of Shira Miriam also teaches us the importance of leadership. It is an understatement that our girls could not have pulled off their flawless Siddur play without the leadership of Mora Schaller, the first grade Moras, and all the teachers, as well as Maritzila. Thank you so much. Please join me in thanking them. We want to specifically thank Mora Schaller for your really hard work and dedication to making this play a success. And Maritzila. And Mora Kay and Mora Maltz. And all the English teachers, we just want to thank you specifically for your help as well. Ms. Hagler, Mrs. Shapiro, Mrs. Gravina, Mrs. Shulman, and Mrs. Harmon, thank you so much for all your help and support, everybody.
Thank you, thank you. Also behind the scenes, in terms of setting up for today, I want to thank the indefatigable Chaim Hollander who does it all. Thank you. And to Richie Hagler, our Executive Director, to Anthony Ross, our head of our maintenance crew. They did a lot of work this morning. They came in very early. I also want to thank some of the other staff members who are here. I want to particularly recognize Mrs. Rusko, who's the General Studies Director for all of our students and really in charge of how well everybody's learning this year. We're really proud of you. And of course, our presidents, Nathaniel Rogoff, Mitch Kirshner, Chairman of the Board, Lance Hurt, and Head of School, Rabbi Englander. Thank you all for making this day amazing. Okay, girls, you're about to get your Siddur. How exciting is that? Are you excited? Yeah? How excited are you? Okay, if you're really, really excited, like, put your hands in the air and say how excited you are. Okay, let's hear it for these girls. Amazing. Okay, the Siddur that you're about to get was sponsored by people in this audience, so I want to talk about them for a little second. Do you mind? Okay, I'm good? Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, so first of all, the first sponsor is Seth and Dina Palevsky, who sponsored the Siddur in honor of their daughter, Freda Liana Palevsky, who sang so beautifully today. The second sponsor is from Mr. and Mrs. Daniel and Sarah Siegel in honor of Alana, who did such also a nice job today. And the third sponsor is the sponsor by the entire Aryeh Mishpacha, Le'ili Nishmas Aviva Rachel, who I knew very dearly back in the day, and it's in honor of their daughter Aviva Aryeh, who did such an amazing job today. Let's hear it for her. Okay, girls, I heard you say in the Siddur play, I was actually listening very carefully. I listened, there's one line that I loved. There's a line that you said, Nishtadel lehit balel ba'ofen kavua. We should work on ourselves to pray in a regular way, not just when things are bad, and not just when things are good, but we should pray every single day. We should daven every single day, no matter what our mood, no matter how we feel, because that's what we have. We have such an amazing opportunity. Could you imagine, girls, that, you know, the President of the United States, yeah? Is he important, the President of the United States? Depends. If you work for the government, you may not think he's so important these days. But okay, but if you know the President of the state is really, really, really important, right? And Hashem's even more important than that. And we get to meet with Hashem 3 times a day. Nobody meets with Donald Trump 3 times a day. I don't think anybody would want to meet with him 3 times a day. I don't know. Depends. But 3 times a day, we get to meet with with Hashem. And you're going to dive and you're going to get your Siddur in like 2 seconds. Are you excited? 2 hands up. 2 hands up if you're excited. Okay, let's hear it again for the first grade girls. Okay. Without further ado, we are going to start to give out the Siddur. Girls are going to come up and you're going to get your Siddur and go back and sit down. Here we go. First one is Ahava Shifra Firma Reza Lazar. Okay. Leanne Shira Peretz. Yeah, Naomi Berkovich. Leila Schwartz. Shira Miriam Fistal. Adina Mia Golko. Sarah Mel. Esther Rachel Deutsch. Vega Leah Feldman. Aviva Malka Aryeh. Ariana Nechama Bernson. Sipara Weiner. Elisheva Esther Taub. Odelia Emuna Lara. Hello, Odelia. Got it. Alana Rena Siegel. Eliana Wiedemann. Sophia Edith Floyd. Sarah Bracha Fensterzalb. Naomi Sarah Mizrahi. Shira Adi Wexler. Golda Bracha Medetsky. Tamar Tabari. Tamar Malka Oppenheimer. Sarah Lader. Mindel Talia Leibowitz. Golda Liana Kupperman. Orly Michael Taubenfeld. Maria Nechama Steinman. Ariel Ita Weg. Chaya Franco. Miriam Devala Glick. Freda Liana Polevsky. Eliana Sarah Freeman. Toiva Rachel Taubenfeld. I called her Selena, it's okay. Aliyah Lana Malka Amar. Ariella Mittman. Eliana Tova Vinkowitz. Ariella Tamara Falk. Sarahina Gutman. Esther Weiss. Ariella Malka Abelson. Arit Batya Chelst. Ita Lana Hirsch. Tehila Friedman. Chana Itzkowitz. Tirza Devar Praminger. Rachel Weiss. And Acharona, Chiviva Talia Mendel. There you go. Okay, take it away, girls. Grandparents, guests, to our cafeteria, which is down the hall that way, the way you came in, for a brief collation. Mazel to everybody, to all the families, to the Sabbas and Sabdas, the Buggies and Sadies, mommies and daddies, Abbas and Emas. Enjoy. Sitting in the front rows, you can exit down here. It's easier. You can exit down in the front. Okay. This entire event was live streamed, so you can catch it on YouTube after the show's over.